Big man ting, smash a like button and subscribe. Now, I was unsure whether or not to do this video, but I thought, you know what? F-U-C-K it, your boy's gonna do it. Now, you've seen by the title, the one mistake Deontay Wilder's trainer, Mark BRELAND, made. Now, we all know what the mistake J. Diaz made was in the corner. I never heard him ask whether Wilder was okay once. He just kept saying, throw your right hand. That's all he said. Throw the right hand. That's all the advice he had, as if Wilder needs to be reminded of his only skill. But anyway, this video right here is about the one mistake Mark BRELAND made. Now, we've heard Wilder talk about how he's a warrior, he wants to go out on his shield, and that kind of links into the one mistake Mark BRELAND did make. And I'm going to tell you what it is now. Mark BRELAND, in my opinion, should have, the fight was stopped in the 7th, so whether it be in the 6th or the 5th or the 4th or even in the 7th, at some point, in my opinion, Mark BRELAND should have said to his fighter, I'm giving you one round to show me something. And then, having said that, at least there would have been no confusion. Does that make sense? At that point, your fight is clear. Wilder, I'm giving you one more round. You ain't throwing no shots. You're a heavy bag. I'm giving you one round. Show me something. And we've seen many trainers do it before. And I think that is actually one thing that Mark BRELAND did mess up on. Not that I think that Wilder was going to win. I'm just saying, I like to let people fall on their own sword. Yeah? Don't allow your fighter to come out and say, oh, I was a warrior, I wanted to be a warrior. Let him, make it quite clear to him. Wilder, you say you're a warrior. Wilder, are you a warrior? You're not fighting. This is what I would have said to him. Wilder, are you a warrior? You're not fighting like a warrior. I'm giving you one more round to show me you're a warrior, or I'm pulling it. Because at the moment, you're a heavy bag. All of which was true. That's what he should have done, in my opinion. That said, I'm not saying that, oh, he should be sacked and whatever. Ultimately, he made the right decision. I'm just saying one thing he could have, the one little mistake he did make, he should have, I think, made it quite clear to Wilder what was going to happen. At least then, Wilder couldn't have come out. And Wilder makes it, I would have loved to have, it would have been nice to have seen Mark BRELAND say that. And then at least Wilder couldn't have used the warrior excuse. Because you've been given, your training was quite clear with you. Yeah? You got one round to show me something. And we've seen many, like I said before, we've seen many trainers do that, and I do think it's a vital thing to do. If you are going to throw if your fighter is the champion, well, in particular if your fighter is the champion, in particular if your champion or if your fighter has a big ego, let him know you're not fighting like a warrior. You're getting bashed up, and therefore I'm giving you a round. And at that point, that round, we would have then seen what the real situation is. Because after the fight, it's very easy for people to say, oh, you shouldn't have done this, oh, I was fine. Wilder came out after the fight and said, I was fine, the shots weren't hurting, he didn't hurt me, this, that, the other. Oh, yeah, okay then. Well, if he's not hurting you, you shouldn't have a problem showing us in his next round and letting some shots fly. Because from where we were sitting, you were standing like a heavy bag with your back against the ropes, getting busted up. So I do feel that Mark BRELAND should have spelled it out to him. But anyway, I'll be intrigued to see what you lot think on this one. Do you think that Mark BRELAND should have given him the opportunity, or do you think it should have been just straight stopped? And what I'm saying here is that, like I said, I'm not criticising Mark BRELAND. I'm just saying that he could have said this in the 4th round, to be honest. How the fight went, he could have given Wilder his last round in the 4th or the 5th. That makes sense. So it would have been stopped before the 7th anyway. I'm just saying, I think it's nice to give your fighter a very clear message. Especially given, apparently Wilder and his trainers have had a conversation before which says, never throw the towel in. So at that point, I'd say to Wilder, listen, I know we've had the conversation, but I'm telling you now, I'm not sitting here and watching this unless you show me something. Boom. Anyway, I'll be intrigued to see what you might think on this one.